The Tatar community of Armenia held an ethnic festival, Sabantui, in central Yerevan last Saturday. On a sweltering June day, hundreds of Tatars, Bashkirs, Russians and local Armenians came together to celebrate this ancient holiday, traditionally observed by a variety of ethnic groups across Russia's historic Volga-Ural region. Closely tied to the end of spring sowing, Sabantui has its roots in rural life and agricultural rituals. But in Armenia, where most Tatars today live urban lives, the festivities took place not in the countryside, but right in the heart of the capital. Although most Tatars are Muslim, Sabantui predates Islam and has pagan origins. The festival remains widely celebrated as a cultural tradition, rather than a religious one.
It's a national holiday. Most Tatars are Muslim, but this holiday isn't. It's something like with Muslims in Russia. This holiday celebrates the end of sowing, when people stop sowing seeds for the autumn before harvest. They celebrate the end of it. That's why this holiday doesn't have an exactly concrete date when it's celebrated, but it's usually celebrated between June and July.
Tatars are a Turkic people who mostly come from the region of Tatarstan in Russia. There are about 6 million of them globally, including a sizable diaspora. In the past, the word Tatar was used in Russian to describe all Turkic peoples, but today it usually means the Volga Tatars from central Russia and the Ural Mountains. Most Tatars living in Armenia today arrived relatively recently, part of a wave of immigration that followed Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022. As Russia's largest ethnic minority, it was only natural that many among the emigres were Tatars. The celebrations, now held in Armenia's capital for the third year in a row, are organized by Tatars who deeply miss their homeland, its traditions and its unique ethnic cuisine, so different from what people usually eat in the South Caucasus, and nothing like the Middle Eastern food that's common in Armenia. Most Tatars in Armenia are young professionals with modern jobs, like software engineers or graphic designers, not farmers. But Sabantui is that one day of the year when they can step away from their Yerevan routines and reconnect with what they left behind.
I think nowadays it's not about sowing. Obviously, people are not farmers mostly. I think this holiday is all about the celebration of the cultural identity, nationality, language, traditions, and that's what it's all about, and that's why I'm here, and all those people are too.
I was on a short trip to Yerevan during the days of Sabantui in 2023. As I was already going to move permanently, I was worried I wouldn't be able to celebrate it in Armenia. So I decided I would organize a festival of my own.
Yerevan's Sabantui celebrations became popular enough even to attract Tatars from neighboring countries, such as Georgia. Some people were so eager to participate in the festivities that they took hours-long bus rides just to attend.
Currently I'm residing in Tbilisi, Georgia. I come here basically every year. Well, it's the second year in a row. I came here because I just like this holiday. I want to celebrate my ethnicity. I want to be a part of it. That was the main reason.
No Sabantui is complete without the silly games, such as climbing a greased pole, tug of war and more. Although the space in Yerevan was limited, the festival still featured some of these traditional games. One of the crowd favorites was the race, where participants had to run while carrying a chicken egg with a spoon in their mouth, resulting in dozens of eggs getting smashed in the process. The prizes were mostly symbolic, like traditional sweets, but the competition was anything but casual.
I moved to Yerevan 7 months ago, but I'm originally from a Tatar village in Siberia. This event here is a lot like the celebrations that we had back home, although naturally there was a lot more space in the village, so we would climb this massive pole for a prize. Needless to say, the prizes were somewhat more attractive too. So I was wondering what it would feel like here in Yerevan, and I have to say I like it a lot. It's very authentic and actually feels like home.
In another game, young girls were blindfolded and guided by others as they tried to cut down hanging candy or other prizes with scissors, a kind of Tatar piñata just without the smashing. Despite Yerevan being a surprise location for an ethnic festival originating from 1,000 miles away, each Sabantui has so far attracted bumper crowds.
It went just perfect in 2023, and the second time we were worried very few people would attend, as it felt like most Tatars had left Armenia, either returning to Russia or moving elsewhere. But it turned out to be just fine. And this year we were even more concerned. It wasn't about losing money, but rather about wasting effort. However, you can see that people keep arriving. We had 300 people attend in 2023 and 400 in 2024. This time we hope the figure will keep growing.
The real crowd pleaser, of course, was the food, hearty, tasty and simple, just like Tatar cuisine is known to be. Tatars are famous for their hospitality, and no table is complete without black tea with milk, much like the English tradition. For those who do not follow halal rules, there is also bugulma, a strong herbal liqueur somewhat similar to Jägermeister. When it comes to food, Tatar cooking stands apart from that of many other Muslim cultures. It carries strong Christian, mainly Russian influences, while still preserving its own distinct approach shaped over centuries. Alyona Krasilnikova comes from Nabrizhny Chelny, Tatarstan's second largest city. Her husband was the chef at Sabantui both this year and last, preparing dishes using old family recipes, passed down through generations on Alyona's side. It's unlikely her ancestors ever imagined that these recipes would one day bring joy to people in faraway Armenia.
Tokmach is a chicken and noodle soup. Noodles need to be handmade, of course, and it's vital that there's nothing more in the soup. Just the chicken, the noodles, and the chicken broth. Uchpuchmak is the signature Tatar specialty. Its name literally means triangle. It's a pie filled with beef, potatoes, and onions. Kustabe is a snack made of potato mash mixed with seared onions, wrapped in an unleavened flat bread, so it's a veggie dish. And we also have here köstele, a very simple tea snack. The name translates to bird's tongue, and it's basically crispy pieces of fried dough dusted with powdered sugar.
Many people came with their children, and for them it's likely to be a memory that lasts a lifetime. Beyond the food and games, the festival also featured live performances of songs in Tatar, lectures and film screenings. It drew interest not only from Tatars who recently moved to Yerevan, but also from Russians with no ties to Tatarstan and many local Armenians. Its success shows that even though Armenia is an almost mono-ethnic country, it has space to welcome a wide range of cultures and communities, not just historical minorities, but new ones as well.